Hi there, I'm Dr. Melanie McNally with Destination U, and today I am going to talk about a specific strategy to help with managing anxiety. So this strategy will work for anxiety that's more social. So for example, worrying about what other people think of you or having to talk in front of a group, or it will work with anxiety that's more generalized. So that means worrying about things far off in the future, worrying about things that are out of your control. So this strategy is based in cognitive behavioral therapy. So if you've ever been in therapy before, you might be familiar with it. But if you haven't been in therapy before, or if you've never learned about it, you can still use this strategy at home. It's designed to be done on your own, and you don't necessarily need the assistance of a therapist or ongoing support in order to be able to do it or be successful with it. So the strategy is two parts. The first part is coming up with the worst case scenario, and then the second part is coming up with your worry plan. So let's break that down. Worst case scenario. So let's say my worry is I have to talk in front of a whole group of people in a huge Zoom call, and I have to give a presentation. So I want to first make a list of my worst case scenario. So maybe my worst case scenario is I'm going to forget what I need to say. I'm going to have snot come out of my nose somehow. I'm going to do some crazy sneeze and a huge booger is going to go flying. Maybe I'm worried that people are going to be laughing at me. And maybe I'm worried that I'm going to have all kinds of like audio issues and people aren't going to be able to hear me and my microphone's not working and I'm going to have to fumble around and not really know how to fix it. So I've got my list of all of my worst case scenarios. Now I want to come up with a worry plan. So a worry plan is where we go through and for each worst case scenario, we plan out how we are going to deal with it. So if I'm worried that I'm going to sneeze or that boogers are going to come flying out of my nose, plan ahead of time. All right, so I'm going to blow my nose before I even get on the call. I'm going to have a box of tissue nearby. And then go to the next item on the list. I'm worried that I'm going to have, audio problems. Or some sort of technical difficulties. So maybe that means I'm going to practice ahead of time. I'm going to get on a Zoom call with somebody else and make sure that everything works. And if it doesn't work, that I know how to fix it. Maybe I'm going to talk to a friend or a parent to help me kind of figure out the tech side of things if I'm not good at that. If one of my other worries is that other people are going to laugh at me, then maybe I decide who I'm actually going to focus on during the Zoom call. So my worry plan might say, only look at so-and-so. So maybe that so-and-so, it might be a really supportive coworker who you know will be on the call with you, or maybe it's the teacher where you know they're not going to be laughing at you. So you're not even going to put your attention and focus on the people who might potentially be laughing at you or making you feel even more self-conscious. So the two parts again, you come up with the worst case scenarios, you list them out, be specific. After you do that, you may find that some of them are really ridiculous and you can just cross them right off your list. But then the ones that aren't, the ones that feel like they really could happen, come up with a worry plan for each one. Get specific, plan out how you will deal with it. And that way you will feel better prepared to handle the anxiety-provoking situation. All right, I hope this strategy was helpful for you. You can always go to destinationu.net for more support, for more information, or to get in contact with me.